All right, y'all. These are the trellises I was talking about. Easy to build. I get me about 6 stakes. Cut them about 6, 7 foot high, and drop about a foot or so in the ground. But anyways, we just usually go down the middle of them and put us some more bracing. And we can come right in here once our plant gets up. We can tie our plants over here, or there, or there, or over here. And once they get up about this high, which is almost 5 foot high, we will just top them and cut our suckers off at the bottom, and there you go. Good way to keep them up off the ground. Ain't got to worry about your plants are falling over or anything. We'll build them other 2 tomorrow. We've got one more built down here, and they don't take long to build. We've just been talking to a lot of people today. Ain't been out here working a whole lot, but we try, and we'll just get it tomorrow.
We've got sunflowers growing everywhere. Sunflowers, sunflowers, sunflowers in the beans. These are the yard-long beans growing in the back row. And one of my friends, Melinda, actually gave me the seeds for these. Everything that Mike grows in the garden, we try to make heirloom or community sourced. So we try and get seeds from people. Even our sunflowers, we save the seeds every year and we try and give them out to people who come down to the farm who are interested in growing sunflowers especially. Here's the bush beans to spread the seeds in between the potatoes. We got rows of potatoes and rows of sunflowers. Rows of potatoes and rows of sunflowers. We might gift you with marigolds or sunflowers. We keep our sunflowers and our marigolds every year. Cabbages look most excellent. We got a few that are double and triple headed. The squash pulled out of it also. They're the what got hit hard by the frost. They're doing good. This one was probably one of the hardest hit. We thought we'd lost it. We're gonna replant. But as you can see, Mother Nature came through and it is going to grow. And again, another sunflower that came up on its own. Another sunflower that came up on its own. We leave them wherever they pop up in the garden. Nature wanted them to be, and they're going to do good there, so we plan the garden around them. And if we find anything else, sometimes we have tomatoes that come up every year in random spots. There's some broccoli. Peppers doing good. Back here, this is all sunflowers that came up on their own in the garden. The birds, they attract the birds and the bees. We got tomatoes planted along the fence line there. And all these sunflowers came up on their own from last year. They make for a happy garden. The garden is a lot of work. These are the tomatoes we did a video about a little bit ago when he was putting them in the ground and putting this stake right here with them. He now has built the trellises. And these trellises are great because they're very sturdy. And then when your tomatoes grow up them, it's easier to tie them off. Our tomatoes usually get as high as these trellises, which is probably around 5 feet. It makes them easier to pick and weed. But he did that on all of the tomatoes. This is actually the tomato that he planted in that last video where he was planting the tomato, if you remember how big it is. Then over here, let's see. These are marigolds. Looks like they came up on their own. And all of this is sunflowers. And it looks like we have a little mini one that has already got a flower on it. But we plant marigolds and sunflowers in the garden. Why not? Here we've got some herbs.
I don't know what happened to my broccoli this year. It got up about yay big and all of a sudden it just starts flowering out, so we don't know. We'll let it go and see what happens. Cucumbers are getting trained up. These right here, they're doing pretty good. They'll get up on that fence and flop right back down the other side. So we got all them right there coming up pretty good. Then we got these right here coming up real good all down in through here. So we'll get that patch going first and then we'll have these two coming up right in behind it right there. Oh, I can't wait.
We also save hollyhock seeds. These are our hollyhocks. We have them just about everywhere that we can fit a hollyhock. They seed very well. We save the seeds to these every year. If you would like some hollyhock seeds, we also have a ton of them that we would love to share. These are multicolored.